Hello, good people of Earth. I have been all over the great state of Florida lately, from Fort Myers to Jacksonville, Gainesville. Finally, I'm back home. And what's a better way to come home than to a loving family and a big stack of books? My wife's been emptying the mailbox while I was gone saying, "You buy too many books. That's the last straw." And all I say is, "I just need more shelf space. That's all." Anyway, one of these books that I came home to right here from Subterranean Press. It's a book that I pre-ordered a long time ago, and it's called SEVENEVES, and the author, Neal Stephenson. Did I say it backwards? SEVENEVES. I said it right. Okay, I said it right. I'm not that smart of a fellow, but it took me a little bit of time to realize that SEVENEVES backwards is Seven-Eves, and it's what the French call a palindrome. That's what somebody calls palindrome. I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool name, and the name is telling. Without being a spoiler, the name is telling. So, been waiting on this for a while, and you've probably seen some pictures on the interwebs of the book. Mine finally came in, so let's get this book out of this box, and we'll talk a little bit about the book and try not to give any critical spoilers. One of the plot points that I will mention is instantly revealed in the book, immediately. So if you don't want to hear that, or you don't read the backs of the books, or the title, the flap on the dust jacket to see the basic synopsis of a story, I'll warn you before I get there. I'm not going to get deep into it, but I will mention just a few minor points that help set the stage for this story. Let's see, who wants to go to work today? This is my Alaska knife that's straight from Alaska via Chicago, Illinois. I bought this knife in Alaska, and then the next day I stopped in the store, and the lady's husband who owned the store, I said, "Who made this knife?" And he said, "I don't know, some guy out of Chicago." Way it goes, man. Way it goes. So let's get this mug open and see what we see. I've bought a lot of books from Subterranean Press, and one thing I've come to expect is you get an oversized box, which I really think is important in order to get a good book to the customer in good shape. Another thing that I've come to expect is a lot of this stuff. And don't be fooled, this is not white cheese puffs. This stuff tastes nasty. You can live on it, but it tastes like shit. Don't eat it. I don't know if you can live on it or not. That was Crocodile Dundee for all of you out here. So we got this, we got all the stuffing. I've got a little letter that my books were packaged by H. I believe every book I've ever bought from Subterranean Press was packaged by H. So either there's a lot of people whose names start with the letter H, or H is a busy son of a person. H is a busy person. Thank you, H. I don't believe you've ever failed me. Thank you, my faithful friend H. All right, let's dig through these cheese puffs and get my book. Don't make a mess, guy, whatever your name is, fella. Don't make a mess. Bubble mailer. I like bubble mailer, bubble wrap inside of a book. And like I said, Subterranean Press is one of those publishers that's never, I can't think of a single time I bought a book from them and it was damaged. I can't say that for everybody, but here's a neat thing that they've done for this book, and I think others, is not only do they put it in a bubble envelope padding mailer thing inside of all the cheese puffs, but they've also extra cushion, extra padding on the corners. What often's going to get dinged and damaged in shipping is the corners. So they're taking extra steps, while some companies are doing the very bare minimum just to get by and saying 99% of our stuff arrives okay. This company is taking the extra step to make sure you get your stuff the way you want it. So hats off, Subterranean Press. Thank you. Thank you very much. Another thing I look forward to from Subterranean Press, some of publishers give you little extra things. Some will blow your mind with the artwork they put on a bookmark, or they'll have little extra add-ons in there. Subterranean Press gives us something very simple, but I look forward to it because I want to see if it's something that's going to make me smile, brings a smile to my face. And they give us a bookmark, quotes from the warehouse. And let's see what this one says. I want an abacus, gosh darn it. And for me, this is a new one. I haven't seen it yet. So the bookmark's going in the book, going on the shelf. I want an abacus, gosh darn it. I still think my very favorite one is I don't trust the word you say since you said little red beret. All right, let's get our corner cushions off. Man, I like it. I like it when they ship stuff well. Makes me feel good. Actually, I did have a problem. One time I bought a book from Subterranean Press, and it wasn't a problem with shipping. It was a printer problem with the dust jacket. Something on the dust jacket was messed up. Lines on it or something from the printer. So I just sent them an email, and then within 2 days, I think, they got me a new dust jacket just like that. So there was one issue, and they took care of it forthwith. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie on accident. When I tell lies, I want them to be on purpose so I can think and plan them out. This is SEVENEVES. And when I turn it backwards, it says, oh, it doesn't say anything. Wait a second. It doesn't say anything when you turn it backwards. SEVENEVES, and SEVENEVES backwards is SEVENEVES by Neal Stephenson. So take a look at our artwork on the cover. It is somewhat understated, but it's actually rather intricate. And it looks just plain bad to the bone. Awesome when you take a look at it. So take a good close look. Our artwork for SEVENEVES looks good. This is a book that'll look good on your shelf, look good on my shelf, if you happen to get one. That's what it's going to look like sitting up there. I like it. I don't know how much more from this author that we're going to get from Subterranean Press, but if we get some, I'm in. If I can get it anyway. Sometimes these books sell out so fast it's hard to get in, so you got to hope for the secondary market or hope for some extras. Here's our spine without the dust jacket. The front board's blank. It's a cloth covered board. A very common type of feel for Subterranean Press. But I like the color, I like the texture. Some of these books make me wish I had two. One with a dust jacket and one to display without the dust jacket because they do look good. Their website showed this image in there as artwork. But let's take a look and see what else we got in this book that might be of interest to you. And mine is indeed signed by Neal Stephenson. I've seen some of these pictures of these signatures where the pen didn't work so great and it was hard to pen problems, bad pen signatures. Mine would be an okay pen signature. It's the most medium pen signature you can get. It's not all out and it's not all in. Number 311, there are 400 copies of this book produced, and I believe, I want to say they were $175 for the numbered copy from the publisher at publication. I looked it up. $150. Back to the regularly scheduled program. The book is around 900 pages. I'm looking to see actually what we got here. And my copy was around 900 pages. But this one is 752 pages. 752 pages in this format. The print is rather small, actually. Take a look at that. So it's not microscopic, but the print is rather small for the size of the book. And that's how they got it down from maybe closer to 900 pages down to whatever I said, under 800 pages. As far as the artwork goes, I don't know. I don't know what all I got. So I'm letting my fingers do the walking to see what I can see, if I can see it. See? I don't want to just... Oh, I did pass a picture. Hang on. Hang on. Hold everything. Man, how could I... If I showed you this and didn't show you this picture here, can you see that? Tell me if you see that. Can you see it? If I showed you this book without showing you at least that picture, it would have been a major disservice. And I do enough disservices as it is than to be going through and missing some pictures like that. All right, I'm starting to find some more stuff. starting to find a little bit more stuff in here. I'm going from back to front because that's the way my thumb likes to look for pictures. All right, that seems to be it for our artwork. So you have it, SEVENEVES, Neal Stephenson. I told you I'd mention a little bit about the story. If you want zero information, nothing, not even what the story is, pause for the cause. And when I do something like this, come back, okay? Don't leave. Just turn around, plug your ears, but come back. Why, I don't know. Essentially, we have the moon exploding suddenly and unexpectedly, and nobody exactly is prepared for it. They think that things are going to be okay. It's going to be fine. The moon's going to keep going around. The pieces of the moon are going to keep going around. But what happens is basically these pieces start to bang off of each other and break, and they realize that within the next couple of years, this moon pieces are going to start smashing into the earth. And they calculate that that's going to happen for thousands of years, and that the earth will be completely uninhabitable. So over the next couple of years, some of the people decide that they're going to find ways to go live in orbit. That sounds like, and I'm not going to go too far into this, so we're really basic, vague stuff. That sounds impossible. When you tell me that we're going to go live in orbit, I say, yeah, right. Where are you going to get your food from, pal? Where are you going to get your water? Where are you going to get whatever? Exercise, whatever. All this stuff to live lifetimes. Because we're not talking about we're going to go live in space for a couple years. We're talking about many generations, thousands of years they're expecting this to have to last before maybe Earth can be inhabitable again. So we'll kind of leave it there. But the story is not it's like 5,000 years the story goes, and it's essentially broken up into three basic parts that are very different from one another. And obviously, if it's like 5,000 year story, the people that you start with are not going to be the people that you finish with. Anything else, there's some good explanations for a lot of stuff. They answered the questions that I would have for this book on that's not possible. They satisfied me. But the questions that I came up with, they answered. And they answered lots and lots of questions that I don't have the brain power to come up with anyway. So they satisfied me. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, they're going to say, that's impossible, that's impossible. Well, that's what happens with science fiction. If you're going to try to invent stories and things that have never ever happened and nobody knows how to make them happen, you're going to come up with stuff that people are going to be able to poke holes in, and that's just part of it. So I like the story. It's long, and it's got a lot of details, and it spans millennia, multiple millennia, many 5,000 years. So however many millennia the 5,000 years is, spans a long time. And I'm sure there's something that I should be saying, but I can't think of what it is, so I won't tell you any more lies. That's it. C'est la vie, baby. Thank you very much. It's too late now because you've already turned it off, but the kids tell me to say like and subscribe. Please, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. C'est la vie, baby. That's nothing. I mess up all the time.